tonight.
Now, Channel 11 News starts with severe weather Team 11 coverage.
Good afternoon, everyone. In the last 24 hours, dozens of local communities have started moving their trick-or-treating because of the threat of showers and storms.
Yeah, those showers will be moving in later this evening. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier tracking the neighborhoods that will see the rain in severe weather Center 11. The kids don't want to have to put a jacket on top of their costumes.
Unfortunately, they will have to, or at least have an umbrella, because we will have that rain that's going to be moving through, and I'm going to time it out for you right now on Storm Tracker, at least getting you started with what you can expect later on this afternoon and evening. If you are running any errands, perhaps you still need to pick up that last-minute pumpkin or that last-minute costume accessory. Take a look. 5:30 this afternoon. A few showers are possible, mainly south of Pittsburgh. You can see those showing up in Greene, Fayette, and Washington counties. Around 7 o'clock or so, Pittsburgh will have the chance for seeing some wet weather. Beaver the same. You see that pushing on through, moving up to the north, and then that rain looks to really spread in the late night hours of tonight. Here's 10 p.m. rain in Pittsburgh, Washington, Beaver, Butler, Katanning, all getting wet. And here's a look at 1 a.m. where we're going to be tracking some pockets of more moderate rain, and that shows up in yellow around Greensburg, Ligonier, out toward the Beaver area, parts of Indiana County. This rain will be steady at times throughout your Halloween itself on Thursday. I have got a lot to show you. New data on the timing, how much rain, how cold it's going to get, and where some of you could be seeing some snowflakes mixing in. All of that and more in about 15 minutes.
All right, thank you, Danielle. And breaking right now, we are following two animal rescue situations, and they're just 3 miles apart. We're hearing about 100 cats are involved in each. We put together this map to show you where they're happening. Humane workers have been on 2nd Street in Denora for more than 4 hours. And just across the river, state police assisted in a rescue on Reed Avenue in Monessen. This is a photo of that rescue in Monessen. You can see all the pet carriers stacked up on the ground. A humane rescue group from Maryland actually drove up to handle that case. And we just got these photos from the hoarding situation in Denora. Dozens of cats, at least one dog as well, being rescued from a big church and a house right next to it. Police tell us Christina Haar has been arrested in this case. The district attorney is expected to give us more information within the hour, so stay with Channel 11 for any breaking updates. And more breaking news. A middle school in Newcastle is being evacuated because of a gas leak. We're told students are being rushed out of George Washington Intermediate School on East Euclid Avenue. Channel 11 has a crew on the way to the scene. We'll bring you breaking updates just as soon as we get them.
We're monitoring a hearing for Steelers linebacker Anthony Chickillo. He's accused of attacking his girlfriend. This is new video of Chickillo heading into court this morning. He was arrested earlier this month after the alleged assault at the Nemacolin Woodlands Resort. Last week, the NFL placed him on the reserve commissioner exempt list. That means he can't play or practice with the team. The Channel 11 News crew is at the courthouse. Look for any updates in this newscast and tonight at 5 on Channel 11 News.
A hazmat situation in Washington County has turned now into a death investigation. In the past 15 minutes, we've learned this was a suicide. Now, we don't usually cover suicides, but this one put people in danger, including 3 firefighters who had to be rushed to the hospital after entering the home. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer brought you live coverage all morning long from Roscoe and has the breaking details.
For hours, this entire block was flooded with hazmat crews, firefighters, and police, some of them wearing masks like this one and gloves like these left behind. We found out it all started when first responders got a call to this home, and they ended up in the hospital. Lights flashing for hours on Garfield Avenue in Roscoe early Wednesday morning. Channel 11 learned it all started when a call came in for help at this home around 2:30. Once there, first responders apparently came across some sort of substance, and a man who officials confirmed died. 3 of the first responders were taken to the hospital, while hazmat teams and state police were called in to investigate. A man who lives at the home tells Channel 11 he was asleep through most of the situation, but that it was his son's friend who passed away and that a white powder was found near him.
He was a damn nice kid. I mean, he never any problems.
Police say the public isn't at risk and this is not suspicious. At last check, the first responders taken to the hospital were stable. And we also spoke with neighbors, many of them worried about their own safety. Hear from them in a report I'm working on for 5. In Washington County, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
He lived under the radar for years. Now police are looking for James McCrae. They say he is a dangerous sex offender and struck again. Out on parole, McCrae is now accused of assaulting a 16-year-old girl on the north side. Police say he offered her a ride a couple of weeks back. Instead of taking her to where she was supposed to go, he took her to his home. That's where the victim told police that he picked up marijuana and alcohol. And when she asked McCrae to leave her alone, he repeatedly assaulted her in the car and threatened her. He also goes by the name James Wilson and is a wanted Tier 3 sex offender. That means he is considered among the more dangerous in the category. He's already been convicted of rape and sexual assault on a 14, 16, and a 20-year-old.
After delays and years of protests, the development project at the site of the old Penn Plaza in East Liberty has been green-lighted. Plans include office and retail space and a new Whole Foods. Channel 11's Mike Holden spoke with those people who are still against the changes.
Big changes are on the way for the former site of the Penn Plaza right here in East Liberty. Pretty soon, this fencing will be no more and a massive transformation will be underway. But not everyone is on board. City Council gave the green light on plans to revamp this large empty lot along Penn Avenue between South Euclid and South Negley. Plans are moving forward at a rapid rate and construction will begin sooner than you think. The empty fenced-in field will eventually transform into this, a $50 million mixed-use development. Part of the master plan will include a new flagship Whole Foods grocery store as well as retail and office space with several parking spots. The finished product will stand 9 stories high. Some folks told Channel 11 anything is better than an open, empty field, and they're excited, while others say they feel this is a project that will only benefit the wealthy and reopens an old wound when residents were forced to move out of the old Penn Plaza apartments years back.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's just, I used to live here, so it's no good to me.
Well, they can add a Whole Foods, but there's a whole lot of room where they can, and get some affordable housing down here as well, and put it back the way it was, but do some changes.
Construction is officially set to begin sometime in December, but that's not the end of this story. Coming up on Channel 11 News at 5, we're taking a closer look at the plan, plus the hope from former residents, ideally what they would like to go here. That's all starting at 5. Reporting in East Liberty this afternoon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
A teenager is recovering after falling off a roof in Butler County. The Butler City Fire Department says the 14-year-old girl was walking on rooftops near Diamond Park on Main Street last night and didn't see a gap between the buildings when she fell 12 feet. Firefighters had to help get her free. She was flown to Children's Hospital with severe leg and foot pain. She is expected to be okay. We're working to find out more about how she's doing and how this happened. The chief of the Ronco Volunteer Fire Department of Fayette County has been arrested. And Nicholas Easter faces more than 100 charges, including forgery and theft. Right now, we don't know exactly what he's accused of doing, but we're working to learn more. He is due in court next month.
Mayor Bill Peduto is vowing to appeal after a judge struck down the city's new gun law. The judge says the law undermines the state's Uniform Firearms Act. It never went into effect, but it would have banned the use of assault-style weapons and bump stocks in the city, and it gave courts the power to take weapons away from people who were deemed unfit to own them. A spokesman for the mayor sent us a statement saying, quote, "The city and its outside legal counsel have always expected this would be a long legal fight and will continue to fight for the right to take common sense steps to prevent future gun violence. We will appeal." Places of worship and other community groups are getting millions of dollars from the state for security. The program was inspired by the attack at the Tree of Life Synagogue last year. Governor Tom Wolf will soon sign the 5-year, $5 million grant program into law. The grants range from $5,000 to $150,000, and the money can be used for anything that enhances security.
There's already a red flag warning in Los Angeles because of wildfires, and now the state's first ever extreme red flag warning. The high winds are making things even more scary as wildfires are flaring up all over the state. Millions are being evacuated to safer areas, and thousands of homes are still at risk. NBC's Jay Gray has the latest now from Brentwood.
Hey there, a flurry of activity here inside the command center and staging area. These fire teams on high alert right now, getting ready for what could be the most crucial and difficult 36 to 48 hours of their fight.
This fire is rapidly spreading right now.
The National Weather Service has issued, for the first time in their history, an extreme red flag warning. The big concern, wind. Forecasters saying fire conditions, not only here but across the state, are really some of the worst and most severe they've seen in recent history. Right now, more than 26 million people under red flag warning. So that gives you some idea of the scope here. What are firefighters doing? Digging in, doing the best they can to prepare for these extreme winds, which in some areas could reach gusts of 80 miles an hour or more. These winds are going to grab embers, they're going to push flames, and they're going to start new blazes now. So they've got a lot of teams at the ready, especially in these areas where they have hot spots and the potential for flare-ups. And that's a situation that's going to extend over the next couple of days at the very least here. Hundreds of thousands have already been evacuated from their homes from here in the Los Angeles area through the north, the wine country just outside of San Francisco. If the winds react the way forecasters predict, that number could grow substantially. That's the latest right now from here in Los Angeles. I'm Jay Gray. Back to you.
A local man turned his life around and then dedicated it to helping his community.
He came from the streets, but he prevailed from that.
The questions his family has about his death more than a year later.
Two suspects caught on camera going through a man's car for an hour. The one thing they stole that has the owner worried about what could happen next.
And we've got a lot of moisture heading our way. I'm updating the rainfall forecast and what you can expect when you're out trick-or-treating tomorrow night.
Plus a dog stuck in the grill of a car. Take a look at that, how the driver ended up driving 50 miles without knowing the pup was there.
You're streaming WPXI now. Who to sit and who to start. The inside information you need to dominate your fantasy football league every week. WPXI Fantasy Football Insider, powered by FanDuel, Tuesdays at 7:30.
Stations cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown. More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live.
Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist, Stephen Cropper, tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Breaking in the last 10 minutes, all charges against Steelers linebacker Anthony Chickillo have been withdrawn. He was accused of attacking his girlfriend, but in court today, both of them said they do not wish to pursue the case any further. Chickalow was arrested earlier this month after the alleged assault at Nemacolin Woodlands Resort. Last week, the NFL placed him on the reserve commissioner exempt list. That means he cannot play or practice with the team. We're going to be working to find out how the charges being withdrawn now impact his role with the team.
Surveillance cameras captured thieves rifling through a car for close to an hour. They targeted cars up and down this Penn Hill street over the weekend, but it's what they took that has neighbors so concerned.
It's very concerning. What if somebody gets hurt with that gun now? That's on me.
Channel 11's Gabriella DeLuca found out. He's concerned about what could happen next.
The Penn Hills police chief tells us this has been happening for the last few weeks, and the one thing all of these cars had in common, they were all unlocked.
John Weiss parks his truck far back into his driveway each night, with the surveillance camera pointed down toward it. The other night, the camera caught this: two people searching through his truck, and one of them walking out with his gun.
It was my fault for not locking it, but it still does not give anybody any right to come on my property and steal from me.
Channel 11 is blurring their faces because they may be underage. Weiss says they spent an hour searching through his car before taking off with the weapon.
Everybody forgets once in a while. I just made a terrible mistake that night, not forgetting.
According to the police chief, the Shannon Heights neighborhood has been targeted for weeks. 2 cars have been stolen and several items taken from a number of unlocked cars.
Kids just got at night, walk along, walk up the driveway, pull on the handle. If the door opens up, they go inside and take out whatever's in there and move on to the next car.
Weiss says the suspects also stole a set of keys from the truck, so now he has to change his locks, plus is concerned about who has his belongings.
I didn't do a thing yesterday but walk around his house with another loaded gun on my hip, and I will have it on there all the time now. And that alarm will be set every minute that I'm here or not here now.
Gabriella DeLuca, Channel 11 News.
And police told Gabriella they do have a copy of the surveillance video, but so far, no suspects have been identified.
Neighbors in Beaver County are on edge after someone broke into a woman's home 2 times. Police say James McBurney confessed to breaking into the woman's home twice this month. Police say McBurney and another man stole thousands of dollars in jewelry and then pawned it. This happened in Falston, and police say it was a targeted crime. They tell us the suspect knows the victim and that he stole the money to use for drugs.
Never think it's going to happen here, so I guess it's time to just start locking everything up.
Police are still searching for that second suspect and the rest of the jewelry.
Flames and smoke poured out of this home in New Jersey after a plane crashed into it. Take a look at this. Security camera video shows the plane falling right out of the sky there. It crashed into a home in Woodbridge Township in eastern New Jersey, less than 5 miles from the airport.
It was like a volcano. There was a lot of flames. I seen a lot of flames, a lot of smoke, and then somebody came out and said a plane just hit.
The pilot was the only person on board at the time. He died in the crash. No one else on the ground was hurt. That crash, of course, is under investigation.
Part of a busy Pittsburgh road is getting ready to close. It's so crews can replace the Shaler Street Bridge in Duquesne Heights. That bridge runs over Sawmill Run Boulevard. Sections of Sawmill Run will close in both directions starting tonight. That's expected to wrap up by Saturday morning. But weather could delay some of the work.
We mentioned earlier a number of local communities are delaying trick-or-treating because of the rainy forecast. Here are just a few of them. Trick-or-treating in McCandless has been pushed to Saturday night from 5 to 7. Castle Shannon has also moved it to Saturday night from 6 to 8. South Versailles Township will now celebrate Halloween on Friday from 6 to 8. And Irwin has pushed theirs back to Friday as well. There are many more communities making changes. We have a full list of trick-or-treat times broken down by borough and township on WPXI.com.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Good afternoon. Taking a look at those temperatures right now in the upper 50s and the low 60s. So we are warming up despite a cloudy sky. You may have been outside noticing a little bit of filtered sunshine. That'll be the case through the day today. So cloud cover the rule for the afternoon. 66 degrees at 2 p.m., 66 at 5. So despite the cloudy sky today, temperatures will be climbing into the mid 60s through 8 p.m. You notice that icon will have a chance for rain around that period with 62 degrees. And overnight tonight's going to be a mild night. 58 degrees for your overnight low with scattered showers developing. Winds will be south-southeast, very light at 3 to 8 miles per hour. Let's start the clock at Thursday morning, 6 a.m. You'll notice just a few spotty showers, and that's going to be really the driest, really, of the entire day. So look at here. By late morning, we are looking at rain spreading in from the southwest, and that could be heavy in intensity in spots. That shows up in yellow and orange. Here's 12:30, and we have heavy, moderate rain showing up here down to our south and off to our east. Still rain, though, here through the Pittsburgh area. By 3 to 4 o'clock or so, we're really starting to notice some of the heaviest rain come down. This is the time frame where we could be getting in on some thunderstorms as well. Notice those red colors showing up in parts of Allegheny and Westmoreland County, as well as down through Washington County. And then here's 4:30 in the afternoon on Thursday. Look at that heavy rain from Indiana down through Ligonier and even down toward the mountains, Somerset County, and I would even say eastern Fayette County. And again, this is the time frame where thunderstorms could be rolling through. And that's really what we're seeing here on the model data with those orange and those red colors here. It is in our eastern counties, so we're talking Westmoreland, Indiana, Fayette County, that have the bigger risk of seeing an isolated severe thunderstorm for the day on Thursday. Of course, if you're out and about trick-or-treating, the kids will need the rain gear or at least an umbrella. 7:30 p.m. rain in Pittsburgh, Butler, Washington, Uniontown, and Greensburg, becoming more spotty. Thereafter, that's a look at 9 p.m. Thunderstorm outlook. Those thunderstorms are possible, as I mentioned, here in Pittsburgh, but the greater risk for an isolated severe thunderstorm. The ingredients are setting up where mainly east of Pittsburgh. The area is in dark green. Damaging wind gusts will be the primary threats out of any storm that becomes severe. Trick-or-treating forecast, temperatures are going to be in the mid-60s, so at least it's not a cold rain. I guess it could be in the 40s and raining, but we are going to be dealing with some mild temps, 60 degrees at 7 p.m., and then cooler by 9 at 57, but just a rainy trick-or-treating forecast, unfortunately, for us this time around. Rainfall forecast, we're looking at anywhere from about 1.5 inches to 3 inches of rain on the high side of things. You can see the model data just to give you an idea of how widespread and heavy this will be. So some minor flooding and some ponding on the roadways very well possible through Friday. Here's my 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Much colder air will come in on Friday with temperatures only in the 40s, and some of us could be seeing some wet snowflakes by Friday. I want to show you where. I'll do that in the next half hour. In the meantime, your weekend is always in view, mostly sunny on Saturday. Could actually be tracking a few flurries Saturday night as well. A lot more to come in the next half hour.
All right, thanks, Danielle. Take a look at this, an unbelievable sight. A dog stuck in the grill of a car, and he survived. How the driver ended up driving for 45 minutes without knowing the pup was there.
Crazy story. A school taking students out to the streets for an active shooter drill. The lesson the district says is necessary to keep them safe. News at 5, covering more news in Westmoreland County. Well, this is something you don't see every day. A huge crowd of students lining a street. It was all part of an active shooter drill at a Catholic school near Altoona. Students were taught to run and hide. They were shown the route to an off-campus location where they can go during an emergency.
We know the world we live in, and we understand we can do one of two things. We can not talk about it at all and not have the answer, or we can start to do the things like we're doing today, actually physically leaving the school and going to rally points and making a difference when it comes to survival if a bad thing happens at their school.
Officials say the most important thing for all students to know is to try to get to a safe zone so they can take cover.
Not the typical ending to a dog being hit by a car. This dog got hit near Albany, New York, and then got stuck. Take a look at this. Behind the car's grill and stayed stuck there. 45 minutes later, the driver heard something and pulled over, and that's when she found this poor dog holding on for dear life.
She came to us with a shattered elbow, but to be honest, I can't believe she survived it. I really thought that it would have been either already deceased when we got her or have to be put to sleep.
That's amazing. The family plans to set up a GoFundMe account for the dog's surgery, which will cost at least $4,000.
It's a miracle.
Yeah.
Thieves are canvassing parking lots looking for an easy steal.
The smash and grabs happening at the same time of day. The local gyms being targeted.
A reformed man who became a community leader gunned down.
And everybody else who loved him, we want to know what happened.
What his widow and his friends are hoping for more than a year now after his murder.
And we showed you the rain and the rainfall forecast, but coming up, I'm going to let you know where some wet snowflakes could mix in as we head into the end of the week.
Severe Weather Team 11 on Channel 11 News now brings you the 7-day forecast on your screen all the time.
During all of our weather reports, you'll see the forecast for the next 7 days on your screen.
With nearly 70 years of forecasting Pittsburgh weather,
that pattern's going to continue.
No one has more weather knowledge than Severe Weather Team 11.
Just in time for the morning
and
rush.
Now you don't have to wait for the 7-day forecast.
Westmoreland County.
Watch Severe Weather Team 11's 7-day forecast on Channel 11 News every day.
Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Channel 11 following breaking news on Steelers linebacker Anthony Chickillo. All charges have been withdrawn after he was accused of attacking his girlfriend. We just spoke with the Fayette County DA and Chickillo's attorney outside court.
It was an incident where it was, in their opinions, got blown out of proportion. No one physically got hurt.
As it presently stands, he's on the commissioner's exempt list, and my hope is that today's exoneration will change that status and allow him to ply his trade and play football.
Channel 11 will be following this breaking story throughout the day. Watch for updates on Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock.
Well, warm again today. More clouds, though.
And some scattered showers headed later on, with more rain coming in for the trick-or-treaters tomorrow.
Not good.
Yeah, meteorologist Danielle Dozier tracking the the changes in Severe Weather Center 11, and these are kind of severe changes.
They're severe changes. Yeah. You're right, actually, because we're going to have a lot going on. Okay, we've got rain moving in, we've got heavy rain, we've got the potential for thunderstorms, and we've got some places that could see some snow. Let me show you here on Storm Tracker, and this is going to walk you through the afternoon time period here on Halloween. So 2 o'clock, you're noticing that rain. Pittsburgh, Butler, Katanning, Indiana. Areas in orange here show where it will be coming down heavy in intensity, and those red colors the same. You can see that at 3:30 in the afternoon. Here's 4:30 in the afternoon, and Indiana down through just east of the Greensburg area, getting in on some of those heavier rainfall and thunderstorms, and those will continue to push off to the east. And here's 7:30. That rain is steady still for trick-or-treating time frame. Unfortunately, I know the sun sets at 6:30, so maybe the kids going out a little sooner, but I still think rain around that point as well. Washington, Uniontown, Greensburg, Indiana. Colder air really settles in as we head into Thursday night and Friday morning, and I wanted to show you a look here because by Friday morning, with the temperatures falling down into the mid-30s, when you head out the door, some of you may actually see a few wet snowflakes mixed in. It's not going to be widespread or steady, but you'll notice a few showers here up around Butler and then also along the I-80 corridor. That is going to be the more favorable area to have some wet snowflakes mixing in, as well as the ridges and the mountains where you start getting into those higher elevations. So something we will be watching very closely as we head into the end of the week. 'Tis the season, right? We've got some high winds that will be coming into the forecast as well to round out the week. I want to show you that coming up in my Severe Weather Team 11 forecast.
The investigation into a murder in Shadyside has gone cold. The victim's widow tells us there are a lack of leads in the case.
We're desperate to find out what happened to him, you know, for myself, for his children, his parents.
The victim was a difference maker in his community.
Channel 11's Joe Arena returned to the spot on 5th Avenue where the man was gunned down to press for answers on where this investigation stands now.
This is the block here in Shadyside where Stephen Drake Jr. was gunned down on his motorcycle more than a year ago. It happened on a Saturday morning in May. He affected so many lives and tried to stop the violence in Homewood. And today, those who knew him still want to know who killed him.
He came from a space where that a lot of people understood.
Carla Drake still finds it difficult to talk about how her husband was killed. Stephen Drake was shot to death on this street in Shadyside in May of 2018. Drake spent decades advocating against violence in the Homewood community, changing lives as he did to his own, which was once marked by crime, a drug charge he served jail time for in 2007.
He came from the streets, but he prevailed from that.
Carla says Stephen instilled confidence in young men who believed there was no way out of a life of crime.
That was his main thing, to, you know, you don't have to be a product of where you come from.
He was the godfather of Homewood.
Longtime friend and Pitt assistant professor Richard Garland met us today on the street where it all ended that night for his friend. And even today, Garland says it's still difficult to believe this is how Stephen's final chapter was written.
That was the hardest phone call that I got, you know, early in the morning, you know, to tell me that he was dead, you know, and I had to come to the hospital.
And since that night at the hospital, Richard, Carla, and many in the Homewood community have been seeking answers. Answers so far police are unable to provide.
If anybody knows anything that they want, you know, that they just say something. We miss him dearly. His sons, myself, his children, his parents, his family. He's unreplaceable.
Joe Arena, Channel 11 News.
As the wait for answers continues, the victim's wife says she knows the police are doing their best. She's just hoping someone comes forward with new information.
Jurors have been selected in the trial of a man accused of killing a New Kensington police officer. Police say Ramel Holt shot Officer Brian Shaw during a traffic stop 2 years ago. Holt was a passenger in a car during a traffic stop. He claims, though, he is not the shooter. The trial is set to begin next week, and prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. We are working to learn how a Pittsburgh police canine is doing after he was punched and kicked by a suspect. Police say they were chasing Arthur Patterson after he threatened a woman with a gun last night in Spring Hill. They say canine Spike chased Patterson, biting him on the arm. He is accused of hitting the dog while trying to get away.
A lot of good has come out of a frightening crash involving a red light runner. We first told you last week the driver nearly hit and killed a family crossing the street in Tempe, Arizona, before another driver slammed into that car, knocking it out of the way. The red light runner is in jail, and now the hero driver has a new set of wheels.
We're going to use this coin, and we're going to drop it in that machine right there.
Shannon Viver and her 3-year-old son Drayson are about to get a new car at this Carvana in Tempe. Complete with a big red bow.
You see it? Yeah. Do you like it? Yeah.
Inside?
Oh. Mickey Mouse. It's for Disneyland. Yeah.
Tickets to Disneyland.
That's what I was just saying right now. I'm getting emotional.
Leading to happy tears weeks after this frightening crash.
Just had so many mixed emotions when it all happened.
Viver was the driver of this car struck by a red light runner. The crash saved a family crossing the street. Miraculously, everyone, including her son, who was also inside, survived.
Hey, Dre, come here.
But her car was totaled.
I've been having a hard time with everything, coping with everything, and just makes me feel really, really good.
She says this gift will help her family a lot, symbolizing a new beginning.
Pushing me forward, kind of leaving everything behind.
And a new outlook on life.
I don't want to label myself, you know, a hero, but I just see that maybe that's just things we're supposed to be.
It worked out pretty well. The man who ran that red light took off running. Police say he tried to stab a man who chased after him. He was taken into custody and faces DUI and a long list of other charges.
A police officer got into a cruiser crash.
He could have prevented it. What he was doing behind the wheel that put him in the middle of a dangerous situation.
Plus, they're supposed to help people struggling with addiction. What's going wrong that is costing taxpayers millions of dollars?
Day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
New details on homes that are supposed to help people struggling with addiction. But government watchdogs say they cost taxpayers millions of dollars. That's because not all states have oversight programs for these treatment centers. It's unclear exactly how many of these facilities there are across the country. A report with the U.S. Government Accountability Office revealed several states are investigating allegations of fraud at these facilities, including in Florida, Ohio, and Massachusetts. The founder of the nonprofit group Shatterproof told Congress there needs to be a uniform system to monitor them.
Despite our family working tirelessly to find my son the best possible care at 8 different treatment programs, on October 20th, 2011, we lost my son Brian to the disease of addiction.
The report says at least 13 people have been convicted or fined or sentenced to jail for fraud charges at drug treatment centers.
Take a look at this. A car comes out of nowhere. It crossed a grass median and hit an officer's patrol car. Now, the officer was doing something you're taught not to do. Here's the video showing the Tulsa police officer texting while driving. Now, while the crash was not his fault, officials say that the officer may have been able to prevent it if he had not been texting. No one was seriously hurt in the crash.
Good thing. Car windows smashed outside a local mall.
Victims told us they feel violated.
We went to work out and came out to pretty much mass chaos.
The time of day thieves are canvassing local gym parking lots.
Well, our Halloween decorations will be blowing around as we head into your Thursday night. I've got a look at the latest wind forecast.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Avoid scams, save money, and find great deals. Top consumer advocate Clark Howard. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI. Weekdays at 11 on Channel 11. This is Channel 11 News 11 at 11. Accurate details, experienced coverage, trusted weather source.
I'm tracking a strong storm moving into Greensburg.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11 tonight.
To work out and came out to pretty much mass chaos.
Cars broken into outside a popular shopping mall. It happened during a morning exercise class at the Orange Theory at South Hills Village. And that wasn't the only gym targeted this week. Channel 11's Kara Sapita learned police had similar reports throughout the area.
Take a look at these photos. Multiple windows smashed on some cars, someone stealing purses, wallets, phones, all stolen while the owners were taking an early morning gym class. Shauna Mejia told us she walked outside and people were shouting to call 911.
And I was kind of walking over to help them until I realized, indeed, my passenger side car window was bashed in.
Upper St. Clair police are investigating. They tell Channel 11 multiple gyms have been hit across the area. Bethel Park police posted on Facebook saying they were hit as well. Police believe the same suspects hit 3 cars here at this burn boot camp. At South Hills Village Mall, we found out this is the second time this has happened in this parking lot this year. We reached out to mall management asking if they plan to add additional security measures or install surveillance cameras. They told us to direct all questions to police.
Other members of Orange Theory called several times asking about different measures of security and what they plan on doing in terms of the future, and our response was they're not planning on putting any security cameras in until that section of the building is remodeled.
Kara Sapaida, Channel 11 News.
Upper St. Clair police said 6 cars had windows smashed, but only 5 had items taken, and 1 car didn't have any personal belongings in plain view.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Taking a look at our visible satellite to show you all the cloud cover that has been moving across the area today. That's showing up in white. You may see a few breaks here and there, but it is going to be a mostly cloudy to cloudy sky for us through the day today. Here's a look at our running forecast. If you're out and about this evening, mid-60s through 6 p.m. We'll have that chance for a few showers moving in during those evening hours as well. 65 at 7, 62 at 8 p.m. We're in for a mild night tonight. 58 in Pittsburgh, about 61 down in Uniontown, and 58 in Indiana. And for Halloween itself, yes, it will be raining. I showed you all of the storm tracker maps a few moments ago, so this is what you're going to need: an umbrella, the rain gear, whether it's a poncho or something out there to keep yourself dry. And you can see something reflective, of course. I know we were just talking during the break that glow sticks are always fun, especially for the kids, but some sort of reflective type clothing would be nice as well. And then, of course, waterproof shoes, because it's going to be raining. Here's a look at the Halloween forecast itself. Rain could be heavy at times, about 65 degrees at 5 o'clock, 60 through 7, and 57 at 9 p.m. I dug through the numbers for some Halloween stats for you. The snowiest Halloween on record, 6.6 inches back in 1993. Do you remember? It was also the wettest, of course, because when you factor in the liquid precipitation from the snow, we had 3/4 of an inch. The coldest high temperature ever, 35. That was also in 1993 on Halloween. The warmest, 79 degrees back from 1950. It's going to be windy as well as wet, and specifically as we head into Thursday night. So Thursday, the winds will be ramping up as the day wears on. Then Thursday night, we are looking at winds around 20 to 30 miles per hour sustained. This is just one weather model to give you an idea. But you start seeing these yellow colors, and that's getting up around 20 to 25 mile per hour sustained winds, and we're looking at pockets of that through Thursday night and early Friday morning. And some of these gusts, by the way, could be up over 30 to 35 miles per hour, even higher, especially out in the ridges and mountains. So by Friday morning, 5:30 a.m., it's still pretty gusty out there, and we're going to carry those breezy conditions throughout the day Friday. So just wanted to let you know that aside from the thunderstorm damaging wind threat, all of us will be dealing with some really windy conditions come Thursday night. That is because the cold front's coming in. That cold front will be driving this cold air coming in from the north. So Friday, when you head out the door, a much different feel to start November. You're going to need the coat. Here's a look at the temperatures. Going from mid-60s on Halloween down into the mid-30s by Friday morning. And we're only climbing to the mid-40s in the afternoon. Here's a check of the 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. We're down near freezing for Friday night. A closer look, 48 on Saturday. And then there are signs that we could get in on a few flurries late Saturday night into Sunday morning. We'll keep you updated on how that unfolds. Otherwise, sun and clouds on Sunday with a high of 44.
A big win for the Penguins last night and some new gear for Sidney Crosby. The reason he's wearing a new helmet.
Everything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
Did you catch Sidney Crosby's new helmet last night? There it is. It includes a protective chin guard. He was testing it out after he was hit in the face with a puck last week. During yesterday's practice, he said he didn't love it because it was hard to see when he looked down. It didn't matter last night. Crosby scored a goal in the Pens' 7-1 win over the Flyers. A toxic neighbor petition directed at U.S. Steel has received more than 5,000 signatures. According to our partners at the Pittsburgh Business Times, the petition calls for U.S. Steel to retire its 3 oldest batteries at the Clearton Coke Works plant and offer public transparency. This all stems from the fire at the plant last year and other Clean Air Act violations by U.S. Steel.
A new population of the hellbender is roaming around Butler County. The Western Pennsylvania Conservancy says they were surprised to find the salamanders, that's what hellbenders are, in an unnamed waterway in the county. The hellbender was recently named the official state amphibian, and according to the Trib, they typically seek out clean water, so that's good news.
Still weird looking, though.
Yep.
Forget Taco Tuesday when you have free Taco Wednesday. Taco Bell is making good on its Steal a Base, Steal a Taco promotion. And you can thank Washington National shortstop Trey Turner, who stole a base during Game 1 of the World Series. From 2 to 6 today, you can walk into participating restaurants to get the free taco. There is a limit of 1 free taco per person while supplies last, Peggy, so just one.
They'll be standing in line. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5 o'clock.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Enjoy it. Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live.
This is Take 5, highlighting Western Pennsylvania's most innovative and successful businesses.
Hello and welcome to Take 5. I'm Heather Habira. Today I'm joined by Teresa Gaspard, Special Events Manager at the Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium. Teresa, many people